Alright, moving out vlog. School. With school ending for, well, at least for me next week, a small amount of happiness comes back into my life because I don't have to deal with school, and because I hate school, not having to deal with it makes things better. Um, I mentioned I go to U of M Dearborn. It has nothing to do with this school itself. I just hate school in general because it's school and it bores me. But like when you grow up, you go through school and stuff, and they say like you do high school and it's all to prepare you for college, which is to prepare you for life. And there's nothing really seems to prepare you for what they say it does. Like you know, elementary school and stuff, like basic things, more fun than learning. Then middle school and high school prepare you for college. Figuring out what you want to do. And college itself is like more so than high school. Than college is really for figuring out what you want to do with your life, and do you want to be this, and you can actually experience that. And if you don't want to, do that profession or whatever, you don't have to anymore. I mean, you never have to in general, but now you know that that's not what you want, and you can just switch to something else because you're in college and you can just look around and find anything new. And so I think what happened for me in college was initially I went for game design because I wanted to do games. I wanted to make games, and I still do. But like I mentioned in my other videos, it changed from me wanting to actually design and create the worlds to writing and creating the worlds. Make the story and make the characters and make their personalities and their lives basically, rather than just get the ideas from someone else and then I make it into a visual product for other people to experience. Now I'd still like to do that because it'd be cool to be able to do both because you can pretty much make up anything easily. I guess for some people, some people can, some people can't. Because you hear it all the time where some people are just like, yeah, it's like super easy for me, and then other people, it might be almost impossible to make up something. So I guess it's not necessarily true. But for me, I can. So I still like to be able to do both. But right now, I'm focusing more on writing because I'd rather get into that because being able to write my stories and stuff, I could do more than just write for games, obviously. And odds are I wouldn't start in writing games. That would be amazing if I could, but odds are I'd just start writing for something small, um, newspaper or the news, maybe, I don't know. And that could lead to, me having enough credentials to where if I did something on my own, I would get backed by other people. And the what happened that caused me to change while I was in school is you go through the classes, and honestly I had to do a bunch of math that was not fun to me at all. Even though math used to be my favorite subject, I don't know, it wasn't in college, I guess, because it was more like instead of being taught, it was just you were told what this was, and then it's like, this is it, and then you go study the whole time, and that seems to be what college is, which is kind of why I hate it more than I hated high school. It seems less direction than high school to me. I don't know. And it could just be, the classes I had, because it was like, math instead of, I don't know, like a history class or something like that, which you would have more interaction with the teacher and, well, I guess I should say more interaction, um, more lessons from the teacher, I guess, because with math you have to, learn a lot of different things in a course, and for history, you kind of, well, you're learning history, you're learning about different things for each chapter. Sometimes it could just be one thing in a bunch of different chapters, split up into separate aspects. But yeah, it's like all the math, it was just like, I honestly you don't need the math to do designing. I mean, I know why they did it because I have friends who are in higher up courses who were there in school before me, and they basically do it like the simplest way through mathematics and stuff, and that just didn't work for me, and so I switched. And you go through school and you can pretty much, you love something, which I still do. I still want to, like I said, I want to do games. I don't know why I keep doing this over and over again, like my nose itches, but it doesn't. But you go through over and over, you know what you want, and then you go through, and then it just switches because you have courses where it's like, well, I have to do all of this extra work for something that really doesn't require it at all. And that's why a lot of people switch. Like when people like go in for like the sciences and stuff, and then it's insanely hard for them, which I understand because I would never want to do science because it bores me so much. But people switch because like I want to do biochemistry or something like that, and then it's super hard, and they're like, I think I'm gonna switch to something else, and that happens. That's what school does. Even though it's supposed to prepare you for life, it generally just makes you switch around what your life is gonna end up like, and hopefully in the end you're happy with what you got. So thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe if you like, and see you tomorrow, or you'll see me tomorrow. I don't know. I guess you'll see me because I'm looking at a camera.